these are the three very basic practices of mindfulness, which Thich Nhat Hanh talks about in his book called Art of Living. You may want to look at it. It's a very nice book wherein Thich Nhat Hanh talks about. I see another participant. Just a second. Okay. So, in his book Art of Living, Thich Nhat Hanh talks about these three doors to liberation, which would help us to deeply understand the process of meditation and the process of mindfulness in general. So, these three things are related to emptiness, signlessness, and aimlessness, as you can see on your screen. So, what emptiness means? Emptiness basically takes away one myth that we all have in our lives, that we are independent beings. Some of us feel that we are independent of the society. We are self-made. We are independent. But if you see, we are so very dependent on so many aspects of our society, starting with our parents. We could not have existed without our parents. Our parents in turn would not have existed without our forefathers and all. So we have so much deep interconnection with our parents, our forefathers, and all the other aspects of this world. So we are made of five elements, we may call. So the 5 elements are in different form, are helping us in our day-to-day life. We could not survive without them. So we are so much interconnected with this world, and if we feel that we are independent and we are not dependent on anything in the world, that is just a myth. So we are it's a wonder of interbeing, as Thich Nhat Hanh calls it. Emptiness basically means that we are empty of a separate self. The other point, other door to liberation that Thich Nhat Hanh talks about is signlessness.
Can you please give one example of emptiness?
Sure. So emptiness would be like if we may give an example, like for example a tree and a leaf. Let us take an example for that matter. So a tree may feel that it is one who is nourishing the leaf, right? Tree is I am the one who is giving nourishment to this leaf. Eventually that leaf would fade away and would fall down and would get mixed with the sand, and eventually with the drain get to the roots of the tree. So that leaf would be converted to a manure, the fertilizer basically, and will nourish the tree in turn, right? So the tree was thinking that it was nourishing the leaf, but as the cycle reverses, the leaf becomes the fertilizer and the leaf is nourishing the tree itself. So tree is dependent on the leaf is dependent on the tree, and tree is again dependent on so many other things as well, the soil, the sun rays, so many other different things. So that explains how we all are so interconnected, just like the tree, the leaf, the sand, and so many other things in the world. We all are interconnected, and this is
beautiful example.
Yeah, this is an example from again the same great teacher Thich Nhat Hanh. Nothing of my own creation, but yeah, this helps us understand how we coexist. We are not individuals. We just are. We should be also worried about our neighbor as much as we are about our own children. So that feeling of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the world is a family, comes with this kind of contemplation. So these are nothing but contemplations in meditation that we can have. We can just look at a table, for example, and we can contemplate on so many other things. The tree which it came from, the carpenter who made the table, maybe the person who was watering the trees, the rain, so many different aspects. So if I see a table, I just don't see a table. I see entire world in that. If I see a person, I just don't see a person. I see so many other different facets of humanity in that. So that is the contemplation on emptiness. I think that exemplifies emptiness for you, Akriti, right? Now
Yeah.
coming to signlessness. Signlessness is demystifies another myth of the human consciousness, wherein we feel that form is the only sign uh, that we have to understand the existence of something. For example, if you are seeing me in this form today, and you recognize me as Saurabh, and if this body does not remain, you may feel that Saurabh does not exist anymore. Here, there is a beautiful example about a cloud that Thich Nhat Hanh takes. He says, if I see a cloud today, and I feel that, oh wow, what a beautiful cloud, and then in the next moment, the cloud is not there. So what do I say? The cloud has died? No, the cloud actually fell, in the form of rain. It went to a river. Through the river, it may have reached my water tap, the water tap of my house, and that same water I may have used to, prepare my tea. And the tea I am holding in my hand now, that tea has some element of that cloud. So did that cloud die? No, that cloud did not die. The cloud is there in my cup of tea right now, and eventually from the tea, that water will eventually go again into the rivers and all, and evaporate and again become a cloud. So we should not be looking for signs, and we should not be feeling that we are just this body. We do not cease to exist when the body ceases to exist. We just pass on in many different forms. So the fear of death, or as we may call it, the obsession with the form is not there, should not be there, because the form can change, but the consciousness, the soul, or whatever we may call it, it is always there. So yeah, that is one contemplation on signlessness. Another contemplation Thich Nhat Hanh says about mindfulness is about aimlessness. Like this again mystifies another issue with our world, that we all feel that whatever we need to be happy, that we'll get from somewhere outside and in a distant time in future. So for example, whatever might be our aspirations, we are always aligning that with something in the future, and something which will be coming from outside. But Thich Nhat Hanh says, no, it's not that way. Or everything that I need to be happy is here in this moment, and it is there within me. I just need to look deep within myself. I just need to, enlighten my consciousness enough, need to contemplate enough on these kind of contemplations like emptiness, endlessness, and all, and I will attain that peace, that happiness that I'm seeking outside by sitting here. This is something very important that we can look at this point in time. We are here within our homes. We don't have anywhere to go. At this point in time, this contemplation of aimlessness will help us realize that true peace, true joy in this moment, and just here and now. We don't need to go anywhere to find that happiness, that peace. Moving forward.
So I have one question. Won't we
Yeah, please.
become complacent if we are aimless?
Very good question, actually, Akriti. So, no, it's just not about being complacent. It is like being, what should I say? It's not about being complacent in terms of your passions or whatever you are doing. It is just like we are not constantly running around. In today's world, what we mostly see is people are constantly running behind one or the other dream. Okay, one thing is achieved, then there is something else we are running for, and we always are in a pursuit of happiness. There is a movie with that name as well. So that pursuit never ends, and that peace, that happiness always remains something which has to be achieved, which has not been achieved yet. So this only helps us to be happy in this moment. If I am happy in this moment, I will be able to focus more on whatever I have at my hand, whatever projects I have to handle. So it's not about being complacent from the worldly perspective, but being satisfied from my present moment. This moment I am satisfied, but still I am doing my best because I am already at peace in that moment. I'm not doing things for happiness. I'm doing things because I am happy. So yeah, I think we have 10 minutes left, 10 more minutes left. So I'll just quickly try to run you through some more important points, and then we'll take some questions as well. Okay, so Rahul bhai,